name is Stella Kasdagli. I'm a co-founder of Women on Top, which is a non-profit organization in Athens, Greece, working for gender equality in the workplace and the professional empowerment of women. So I started off my career as a journalist and a translator just after high school, while I was studying French literature here in Athens, Greece. I moved on to work for Cosmopolitan magazine for about 11 years with a short break while I was doing my master's in the University of East London. And then when I came back, I started writing my own stuff. And after I became pregnant with my first daughter in 2010, I co-founded a mentoring network. We thought we would like to create a platform, virtual or otherwise, where any woman from any professional background, any geographical location, any age could find a suitable mentor to help her with her challenges at work. So we created Women on Top with mentoring in mind. But while the international discussion around gender equality issues and our own understanding of those issues progressed, Women on Top also developed into a fully fledged nonprofit organization working on research and advocacy, individual empowerment of women, and then organizational development for companies and organizations wanting to promote their diversity and inclusion efforts. So this is my full-time work now since 2017. I'm also a published author. I have published 9 books for children, young adults, and adults, mainly on women's issues, and I'm going strong. It was the first time I was living abroad. It was the first time that I had to speak English from morning till night. It was the first time that I had to study the way, masters are being conducted in the UK. And all of that was both terrifying and very, very inspiring. So it took me a while to start building my network and find my place in the university and understand how what I was learning linked to my interests and my future aspirations. Research and academic writing was something that I had never done before. And it was something that proved very useful going forward in my career. But as I said before, one of the greatest skills I think I developed was being able to live and communicate and interact and collaborate within a diverse environment. Because I found myself with friends and other students from all sorts of countries, all sorts of walks of life, ages. And, Greece, it used to be a rather homogeneous society. Now we have more diversity than before. But when I got to London in 2004, I came from a very white, very Greek, very Orthodox country. In a very, very diverse social situation in the UK. So that I think that was what helped me develop the most important skills for me. The period in my professional life with more mistakes done was when I first started working at Cosmopolitan on an executive level as an editor-in-chief. And I was pretty young then because the whole team was young, but I didn't have any management experience. So I think I made lots of mistakes during that period of time. I learned a lot about how to coordinate teams and also connect with people on an individual and on a group level. But it was really all experimentation at that time, so I made lots of mistakes, I'm sure about it, and I try to learn from them in my managerial role now. And I try to learn from those mistakes and not repeat them in my role as a manager of a small team in Women on Top now. It sounds cliche, but I think it's really important to find something that you love. Not something that your parents loved, not something that you hope will bring you money, and success. This need not be something that happens from the beginning, because you never know at 15 or 18 or even 25 what you really love. So you need to find that by experimenting and by trying different things. We are more likely to become successful in a field that really inspires us. And the second thing is to know yourself. You can't be an effective leader, you can't be an effective professional if you don't know yourself. What motivates you, what pushes your buttons, what inspires you, what your challenges are in your relationships with other people. So you really need to do the background work and understand how you operate in different circumstances, and try to learn new ways to cope with stress, with challenges, with your own shortcomings, so that you become better at relationships with other people. Because our professional lives are mostly relationships. We have great plans. Speaking about Women on Top, we want to create the first Women's Empowerment Hub in Athens, Greece, and we want to offer a co-working space for women and parents with on-site childcare for freelancers and remote workers who want to work but also need to have their children next by. We also want to expand outside of Greece. So in terms of our partnerships, our research partnerships, but also the services we provide to companies and organizations, we really want to expand this work outside of Greece. And I think that these two are the biggest goals for the next 3 years for us. Personally, as a writer, I haven't written a book for a few years now, and I think it's time to, sit down and try something new in terms of writing. So this is more personal, more, individual goal for me.